I think there are exciting new industries that can and should develop in counties like Donegal. Only last week I was at the largest fishing fair in the world. It's in Brussels at this time of year every year. There were 19 Irish companies there. I'd say 12 of them were aquaculture companies, and the big complaint there was that people were giving out to Irish companies because they couldn't sell them enough fish. We have.
But isn't that also a quota thing? I mean, you've boats tied up in killibegs.
It's not just a quota thing.
For quite a lot of the time.
It's not just a quota thing. There is huge growth potential in the fisheries sector in Ireland, but we need to concentrate on the areas that we can grow that aren't restricted by quotas. Aquaculture, for example. I mean, if you compare Ireland to Scotland, and the landscape in Donegal and the harbours that are there are very similar to what you have in Scotland. We produce, in terms of farmed salmon in Ireland, about 7,000 tonnes a year. In Scotland, it's 150,000 tonnes a year. In Norway, it's 800,000 tonnes a year. We're importing Scottish salmon into Ireland to sell it to Irish people as Irish salmon because we can't get enough of our own salmon. And that is because there has been delays in my department, for good reason, around aquaculture licensing, which we're trying to now fast-track to actually get moving. But there are opportunities for growth in counties like Donegal and all along the west coast and southwest coast of Ireland for aquaculture, for example, where Ireland could become, and we have a fantastic reputation in terms of fish produce. It's a €700 million industry at the moment. It should be a €1 billion industry, right. And that can happen relatively quickly.
So much to talk about, but thank you very much, Minister, for being with us. You're an enthusiast, it appears, for maintaining the rural way of life.
Can I just say to people, right, there is a good news story happening in rural Ireland. I know there are pressures. There are families losing sons and daughters to immigration and so on, but there is a food industry that is growing and expanding and will employ more people, and people need to believe in it. And a lot of young people do believe in it, and that's why they're going to college to study it.
Minister Simon Coveney, thank you very much, and that's all we have time for tonight. Morning Ireland sets the agenda from 7.